you know, sandbox. They don't have much to play for. They're just stuck in fourth, regardless of if they win or lose. So might as well get some of their subs some playing time on stage, and Gen G feel the same way.
Yeah, Gen G are going to be putting Roach into the mid lane here, and I really got to talk about it, that I do have to wonder what is going on with Fly. That BBQ has to make it there first.
Yeah, well.
Playoffs start next week.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We, you know, who knows?
Oh, I thought that was a guaranteed. Is it not?
What?
That you guys make it into promotions? Or you just gotta win the playoffs, right?
I gotta flip some coins in laning phase.
I think you gotta take more time. Onto the wire, there it is. Caitlyn gonna be locked in, and that means that she should be in the bottom lane. Let's wait and see what kind of swaps they go for. Maybe it'll just be Wiser hopping onto Lucian top.
So I'm really curious to see where the Lucian is gonna. What if it's Lucian jungle?
Yeah. Will we hop into game 2? And let's find out now. I have no idea what that intro was, by the way.
Spacing and the amount of pressure that one can exert. But Gen G.
Boy. Red buff into the bottom lane. There's no black shield. See you later. First blood. Gonna go over to Peanut on the Olaf. There's that early game ganking you were looking for.
He's gonna cast the Predator. Here he comes.
It's really fast as well. They don't even react right away. He's level 6. Not gonna land that stun though. Ghost saying thanks for the boost, mate. I'm gonna head my way out of this. Just the Klepto in the first blood is going to be around the same, if not more. You can see Binding here is going to land as the trap coming in too, and Joker is going to try to release that onto Peanut 3 of the Popcorn Chickens. As now he's trying to go 1v2 here. Aatrox does have a bunch of AoE, but he's trying to get that assassination. Peanut comes back and nearly gives him the kill. But he's actually doing a nice job kiting them, forces Crush to go for the flash to pick up the kill. World Ender going to be nice dodge there, but the World Ender does go off right at the last moment, and the flash over the wall. Continuing to push, they want to get at least one more charge. And Cuvee now looking for the flank, trying to get that 3-man out. The 3-man's done as well. In she goes and takes down 2. It's only going to be Joker left over. That's going to be 3 kills. Nicely done from Gen G to make it happen. Unfortunately, Life goes down to the minions as nobody wanted to tank for him.
So we'll end up being a 3-for-1, and can Dove turn this around?
Trying to turn it around, but actually getting himself into an
World
immense amount of trouble here. The flash in from Ruler, and, well,
tagged by the Ignite.
There you go. Ignite comes in, Roach.
You can see Cuvee, beautiful slicing Maelstrom, able to get all 3 members on the side of Sandbox with it. But then right at the very end, Life looked like he was going to be able to live.
Peanut's like, yeah, no, you're fine.
풀밖에 못 봤다.
나왔으면 끝내. 집갈게 들어. 와, 이제 많이 봤다.
렉사이 풀밖에 못 봤다.
렉사이 노플이었어.
As you're mentioning, 800, 800. Now they're looking for Cuvee here. Does have slicing Maelstrom, but no flash, and already a nice amount of damage. Cuvee doesn't look like he even wants to use that ultimate. Finally does, but too little, too late. Goes down 2v1.
That's a really unfortunate pickoff timing, as this will mean that Gen G are overextended right now for this fight. Oh man, they have to be really careful with the bindings. Peanut not quite sure what he's doing, but it looks like they want to get Joker, but that's going to cause the fight.
Take a look at Wiser's damage on the top side. He's already chunked out Life and Roach there. Another binding, though, going to sail wide, and unfortunately Ghost not quite able to stay in range and do that effective damage, but
right now,
yeah, it's massive. I mean, both teams were trying to set up for it for a minute and a half now, so finally, this is coming to fruition here. The trap line is set up, and Dove looking for a bit of a flank in the top side. This is already going to be started
Lucian has his Black Cleaver, I believe.
Yeah, Wiser going back. That certainly looks like an item timing. He's going to run straight into Roach, doing a nice amount of damage, but has to flash back straight into the cannon. He's getting so low. He's going to get ignited down, but they do
but
get
Ruler
the
goes down.
Oh, no, Ruler! But a good slicing Maelstrom is going to come through and catch 2 of them here. The Rek'Sai goes down. Now it's going to be 2-on-2. The Randuin's here on top of Ghost. It's going to be enough to take him out as Dove with a triple kill on the backside of an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, and I mean, Weiser did his best. Sandbox, they have the priority to the dragon.
And it looks like Gen G, though, is going to have more members here at the Infernal. Crush just getting on in there now as he had no escape. And no steal should come in as the smite is on time. No W steal for Morgana, of course. So Gen... I don't know why that was so funny for me. It's like you were calling them a B team. Either way, Roach here trying to get some help from Cuvee, and now Dove in a little bit of trouble. He's got Peanut behind him. Fails the flash. Now he's got Randuin's and an Olaf on top of him, so you're not getting away from that one, buddy. Doesn't matter if you are a Kali. And the team fight is going to go the way. It wasn't much of a team fight, to be honest, but it does go the way of Gen G.
But maybe all of that can just be circumvented with a very cheesy Baron attempt.
Well, this is Sandbox if we ever saw them, but you're going up against Olaf and Aatrox and Kennen, so you have to be so careful. Weiser with the Black Shield, an insane amount of damage, though, coming out from Ghost here. Trying to go for the snipe, it's just going to hit him. Binding, though, onto Kennen, and he's going to go down immediately, but Weiser in the front line is going to be sniped here by Ruler. It's Ruler against the world in the front line, flashing on in, but he's going to stand on a trap and immediately go down. Not able to do the damage, and there it is. After that, they don't have much damage. Olaf used everything, and Sandbox will win the fight.
Oh, man, I don't know what to say about that. Sandbox looked like magnets. As soon as Cuvee got tagged, they just went immediately to him, and he had no way of getting into the fight. And you know what he wanted to do. He wanted to take the blasting pan over. He wanted to use the slicing maelstrom. That would have been a beautiful setup, but...
I would, yeah, well, here we go. Either way, Cuvee gonna get that engage in the backside. Still does an insane amount of damage. They somehow were not able to predict that one. And Cuvee is able to line it up. Crush, though, nice stopwatch there towards the end. It looked like he was kind of baiting them in there towards the end, and now Dove and Weiser full health. May try to come on in here and do a bit of damage, but it is 5-on-2 at the Baron.
And that is going to be Baron going over to Gen G. And now with the Baron buff, I just imagine that it's going to be near impossible for Sandbox to try to resist a push.
And Morgana are pretty decent at stopping a siege. Dove trying his best to stop Cuvee, but he's down a level, and Cuvee with a lot of items after that last one, so definitely a rough feat indeed. As, okay, what the hell? Where did he go? I guess that magic pen really coming in and working its magic now.
Well, it was the 40% of the one that Akali has, so, you know, you have to make sure that he got that right at the end. As the shurikens completely just clapped.
Yeah.
Dove into another universe. And that is definitely going to be all that she wrote for Sandbox, unless Ghost performs a miracle on this Caitlyn somehow inside of this team fight. No matter what, 3 inhibitors going down, 75 will be triggered.
Yeah. Still a minute left on the Baron, too. They have a nice amount of wave clear here with the cannon. So, gonna push in the first Nexus turret, and they've got Slicing Maelstrom available again, so could just go straight on in. Look at Cuvee, he's coming in from behind again. Gonna get straight into the face of Sandbox and say, this is our game, and we will have another one as game number 3 will be happening.
This probably means that the Sandbox main roster comes back in. And one of the things that I guess I want to talk about in situations like this is, how do you feel if you're one of the teams that needed Gen G to lose, and Sandbox decides to sub out their main rosters? That's an awful feeling. I've seen that occur many times in esports.
It is a pretty bad feeling. I mean,